Hey guys, Beth here. It's been a very trying day today. A lot of emotional, mental sacrifices I have to make on a daily basis just simply to help others, and that's all I'm about. I don't make money off of speaking out for people that people make fun of, or I don't make money off of standing up for equal rights for women. I don't make money off of standing up for autistic kids. I don't make money off of anything. I'm not asking for money. For you to go on my Facebook or my Messenger or anything like that, my YouTube, and to say that I'm out doing anything for myself, that would totally be a falsehood. The whole situation with Coach Miller out there at Rock Hill and Mr. Matty, I have nothing to do with that other than, yes, I'm an advocate for the elderly, and yes, that was wrong. I never said the man's last name. I simply put his first name out there, and then after I stuck my neck out, everybody said, "Oh yeah, we knew who it was." Well, if you knew who it was, why didn't you stick your neck out and say who it was? Why let me risk myself, my life, which I'm getting death threats again for? Death threats for the last 20 years of my life for speaking out. So why do you contact me if you already know something and you're too scared to say it yourself? Why do you want me to stick my neck out for you? And then once I do, you turn around on me. You see what I'm saying? It's a very simple technique. It's a disorder that people have. Am I saying I'm perfect? No, absolutely not. Do I question other people's intelligence? Absolutely. I mean, it's monkeys and barrels. It's bananas and oranges. I mean, it's simple. And when you have the sense of thinking you are better than anybody else, or that you are smarter than anybody else, and you have the sense of just walking by somebody and you think you have that acknowledgement or the privilege, to make fun of somebody, and then go home and lay your head down at night, and your kids are in the next room, and you sleep at night and you don't even think a thing about making fun of somebody handicapped. You folks out at Rock Hill, I did my part. And they said, "Oh, he don't care. He took it like a grain of salt." Well, why did you call me and get me involved if it didn't matter? But they didn't want to expose it themselves. And they is a broad term. So I've got to put myself in check when I accept these challenges that everybody else is afraid to accept, which I'm going to do that very shortly, like in a split second. So from now on, anybody that wants me to find out some dirt on somebody or to expose somebody, just call somebody else. I'm not getting paid. I spend countless hours a night researching and autopsy reports and police reports. And when I call people back, "Oh gosh, we found out what happened to her. It's okay. We can't do anything about it." Yet I've worked countless months. Look at my circles under my eyes. I've done this for you people out there, and look how I get respected back. So do you think I should continue to do what I do? Because I have done this for 29 years for the city of Ironton, and what respect do I get back? People say, "Oh, I'm behind you, but I can't speak out because I have this, my cousins, this, and they play for this, and the coach." Hey, you don't think I have family? Do you don't think Cindy Roth, my sister, gets repercussion for me speaking out? And you're talking about one of the most respected people in the city of Ironton, Cindy Roth. Yes, Deanna Holiday, honey. You went in her yard and put a sign in it, and you thought that was all funny, didn't you, honey? If you don't know, Deanna, messing with a political sign in somebody's private property is a felony. Isn't it? Okay. Oh, my goodness. I'm done with you all. You dig your own grave. It has nothing to do with me. But when you mess with my sister or my family, you will deal with my wrath. It might not be physical, but by God, it'll be mental. And you can see what happens when you try to mess with me when all I'm doing is trying to help people. That's it. If somebody calls me, I had a girl last week, "Oh, I need your help. police officers trying to hurt me, and I think they may have killed my sister. Okay, well, that's an alert that I might be interested in. Not interested to bust the police out, but simply interested in that woman's safety. So she came here, and I had people here, witness, and told me all kinds of stuff about which officers. Excuse me, turn this big bright light out that I can't get rid of. Told me all kinds of stuff, and her life is in danger, and so many things. And then 3 days later, have you found out anything yet? Well, no, honey. I've not found out anything about your missing family member because I'm not the police. I'm not a prosecutor. I'm not an investigator. So I did not go out and look around the countryside for your missing family person. I do not have a thing to look all over the country for a person buried. I am not Matlock, okay? So anyway, with that being said, let's try to keep our ducks in a row, people. I'm just a human being. I'm not out to hurt anybody. If I've hurt anybody out there, please tell me if I've hurt you. And why people get offense to me speaking out about corruption or about these attorneys and these judges and all that. And when you know it's going on, you would rather be weak and be accepted than to stand out. And that's on you. That's not on me. So, let's just sit back and think about things before we do things. I have no intention of continuing the incident with Mr. Miller or Coach Miller out there. If his family doesn't care, certainly I don't care. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. If you're going to make fun of somebody handicapped, and your kids know it, and they go to school, and their friends know it, and what do you think that does to your kids? I mean, seriously, if you make fun of anybody, really, it don't matter. If you make fun of somebody because they can't speak right, you make fun of somebody because they're heavyweight, make fun of somebody that's skinny. I don't care. I don't make fun of anybody. It's not my place. I'm not God. It's just a simple fact. And for somebody to question my faith, I think that pretty much made me lose it yesterday and late last night and today. I simply said on my Facebook, I'm just going to everybody have a good day and be around your loved ones because really, ultimately, that's all that matters. And boom, right after, people just couldn't leave me alone. I just wanted to go out to dinner with my friends and watch a movie, and they just can't stand it. Okay, so anyway, I'm just telling you. Anyway, I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to change things because obviously the powers that be and all of the people that benefit from the powers that be. Let's talk about Bob Griffith. Want to? Rest in peace. But, this goes back way, way, way far back. I'm not going to be here very much longer because I think I've pretty much paid my debt to this city and county. I'm going to finish what I started here. But, so you guys rest easy. If you're thinking that I'm going to be around for you to kick around and talk about when all I do is try to help people, I'm out of here, man. I don't need this in my life. My mom doesn't want this. I can sense it. My mom wouldn't want this for me. My father wouldn't want this for me. And I'm sure that my sisters and doesn't want this for me because what I do, speaking out for people, reflects on my family. They may not want to speak out. They have Cindy has businesses. Everybody knows Cindy. Great person. If you could say something bad about her other than anything Deanna Holiday says about her, then give me a shout out, okay? Because this is the simple fact. And this will never be any more than simple fact. If you are prominent meaning have money, in Lawrence County, city of Ironton, you don't care about anybody anything that happens to anybody lower than you on that totem pole. But when it happens to you, it's a totally different story. So before you want to say stuff about me simply because I try to help people, simply because I speak out about the less fortunate, the homeless, the needy, the autistic, and anything, the elderly. Go on BethRisk.com. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Nothing costs. I'm not charging anything for what I say. Okay? I'm not charging a penny for what I say. Oh my God, people. I'm not asking you for anything. All I'm saying is what I believe and what I think. But for you to go in there and question my faith or question how I feel about something, that is totally out of sorts. I don't need anybody to verify my salvation with my Lord Jesus Christ. So just go ahead and keep saying what you're going to say, because you're trying to trigger a response that you're not going to want. Therefore, I'm not going to give it. Okay? So, anyway, we'll be continuing with the bullying. Oh my God, there's so much more to the bullying, because now we're into adults, and now we're into schools, and to it's a psychology thing. So let's see what I'm going to be looking into here in the next couple of days. And so we're past the whole questioning my faith. We're past the whole everything in my book. So if you want to bring up something that I did last week, honey, yesterday can't hurt you anymore. So let's move on here and see what I got. And we'll take this with a grain of salt too. On my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's just share, for example. This is everything. Okay, want to deal with that for 5 minutes? No, I don't think so. But anyway, I'm trying to reach out to everybody that needs help. But like I said, what surprises me is how people in the city of Ironton or Lawrence County can't understand why people reach out to me for help. Why do they reach out to me for help? Well, because it's all corrupt. How many people have been sent to prison? And for this, like a recent friend of mine in Kentucky, got pulled over and didn't have a license. Was just simply borrowing a car to go to work, just trying to make a day's wage. Got pulled over. Oh, you're on paper from 10 years ago. Put him in jail. Give him a year sentence when he hadn't done anything but try to work. And you get these cops that pulling people over. We pulled you over because your windshield's cracked. Well, sir, I have to go back and forth to work. I can't afford to get my windshield fixed. Oh, we're towing it. Send it to the impound. Have you ever seen an Escalade in the impound? No. They target poor people because poor people don't have a way to get themselves out of the situation you, as lawyers and judges, put them in. So when you put that black robe on in the morning, you wouldn't be there with that gavel if I didn't pump your chest for 12 minutes, would you, judge? Okay? With that being said, I'm out. Okay? I'll be back tomorrow.